How are you enjoying the bus trips? I'm enjoying the bus trips. They're a lot of fun. The what panels? Okay. I've lost that piece of tarmac again. Oh, there it is. I'm looking over here. It's actually here.
Hundred.
100?
500.
It was a bit easier landing the Savage. We've got almost a head-on wind now. That's interesting.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Victor India November, Vienna Airport. Taxi to your parking and shut down the engine.
Taxi to your parking. You having a laugh? Okay, we're parked. Let's go back down there. Hopefully that's enough to pass the test. How do you know when to send an approach pattern? Well, if you're using an app like SkyDemon or whatever, or 4Flight, it will actually show you traffic pattern diagrams anyway for GA stuff. That's one way of doing it. Another way, like look when you look 90 degrees and then look another 30 degrees backwards, roughly when the edge of the runway is 30 degrees off your wing, that's the time to sort of turn.
When you have reached
You see what I mean?
parking,
And then when you're coming on from base to final, it's more of a judgment call because you can see the runway then. The only difficult bit is downwind. I need to shut this down now, don't I? Taxi light off.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in on-air company. Thank you. You passed your practical exam. 5 out of 5 exercises succeeded.
We passed. Comfort bonus. Safety bonus. Aircraft handling bonus. Let's click on OK. So now we should have... Why is that still red? We should now have, if we click on this dude, he should have a rating, right? There you go. So now he's got the single engine piston and the single engine turboprop. But these are time limited, aren't they? If I remember. Chris, for you, thanks for 39 months. Jay Burdo, thank you for 2. Rosmobile, 62. Navarine, 46. I think I did you guys, but I can't remember. Yeah, it lasts like a year, I think, your engine rating. So now we can actually go and earn some money, maybe. Find jobs. There we go. 74. No, we're not there anymore, are we? We're in Cave-in. You cannot ask for jobs on small airports. Right. Change settings. Global settings. Use small airports. Save. How much have you bought? I've not bought the caravan. I'm renting it. Cave-in. You like the photo ID? Oh, after all that? You actually serious? You can always use the landing assist in the sim to show you the path down. Yeah, that's true. Search surrounding airports. So I'm going to have to take the plane and fly it somewhere else just to get a job. Also, this max cargo's wrong now, because the cargo weight maximum, passengers maximum, this is like way different now. So airport min size to 1. Airport minimum size 1. Max passengers, I think, is like 14. Query. I don't care where we're flying. Maybe it was that was the problem. You should be able to choose the aircraft here. And then, you know, it pull the stats from that rather than having to put them in. But can't take any of them. There's something here for 12 grand. Flying a bunch of tourists and army personnel. Some want to go 15 miles and some want to go 56 miles. Get paid 12 grand for that. Dropping some people off at some random airfields. I mean, I'll be honest with you, taking people 15 nautical, just get a bus. Seriously. Yeah, I need to work out what the cargo thing is on this. Caravan. Details. So, maximum seats 14. Does that include passenger? Sorry, does that include pilot and co-pilot? Or is that, so is that like 12 passengers? Or 13 because I've not got a co-pilot? It's not clear on that. Yes. What's that a yes to? That's including the crew and pilot. Total seats period. Right. So if I don't fly with the co-pilot, I can take 13 passengers. Maximum payload, 3,200 pounds.
Welcome to the nut house.
Is that including fuel? Is that 3,200 pounds of cargo or 3,200 pounds of cargo and fuel? That includes fuel, right. Wait, 14 excluding you. That goes contrary to what everybody else has said, Ibanez. Everybody else has said that includes me. Maximum payload includes pilot, passengers, cargo, and fuel. Right. Hello, my lord. Thank you for subbing. Welcome. So 3,200 pounds. It's 14 packs. It says 14 seats, though. It doesn't say 14 packs. It says 14 seats. I've got a TBM and took 5 passengers this morning. And what did it say for the TBM in this number? The Caravan actually has 12 seats in the game, but on Air shows it 11 if you auto-detect. Okay, I don't know how many passengers we can actually take then. It's very unclear. You guys seem to be contradicting. Let's go. So £3,200 maximum payload. So I reckon... I don't know, probably we could start with £2,500. Oh boy. At least one job cannot be flown by an IA pilot. At least one job has a time constraint. That's a long job. That's a multi-trip. Oh, is that what the 3 means? It's how many consignments. Ah. This job cannot be flown by AI. From M30. How far away is M30? Red clock means you have to wait for it to become active. Well, there's a single business trip here paying 14 grand. 40 nautical miles, 7 passengers. What does black mean? Expires in 21 minutes. Oh my God. You can click on the job and it will show you the route. Okay. Whereabouts are we in all this? Well, I'm not taking that because it's about to expire anyway. We can't take medical. Any passenger with more than 12 requires a flight attendant. What? A flight attendant? As if? See, I quite like the amount of money this is paying. But that, at least one job has a time constraint. That kind of worries me. Available on the 29th of September. What? Wait, what? So this job is not actually ready yet? I have to wait until the 29th of September before I can do it? Nah. Nah. You gotta be joking me. You can't fly until that date. That's crazy. What's this one then? Oh my God, look at that. That's a bit messy, that one. Are you still on the trial period? They gave me a key. Actually, that reminds me, I've got keys to give away. I'll tell you what. While we're trying to figure this out, let's give away a 1-month key. Because the devs kindly gave me some keys. So we'll set sub multiplier to 2. So everybody can enter, anybody can win, but subs have an increased chance of winning. I need to think of a keyword. Let's go with the keyword honor. And we'll open that up. There you go. So there's the giveaway. Exclamation mark honor in chat. Only put it in once, guys. Okay. Only put it in once. Put exclamation mark honor, and that will enter you into the giveaway. If you do it twice, the bot takes you out. I'm not joking. So don't spam it thinking you'll increase your chances of winning, because you'll reduce them to 0, so don't do that. Okay, we'll draw that in a minute while you guys do that. I take them since they're worth more, and since I'm in Stratus, I can use AI. Yeah, if you're in Stratus, you can do that, I guess. That makes sense. What about this one? Where does this one go? Goods transport. So you go from M30 to KSIG, and from M30 to M85. And we could take the whole thing in one go and earn 21 grand. The question is, where's M30 relative to where we are now? You go back to main menu. Also, why is my panel not working? Virtual power on. Device settings.
Welcome back, Nutter.
This was working. Let's try a virtual power, see if that makes any difference. So you go K-Vin, which is where we are now, I believe, to
the Nut House.
sorry, K6 we want to go first. No, we don't. We want to go to M30 and pick it all up, don't we? M30. Oh, that's 15 nautical to the south. So we fly 15 nautical to the south and grab the stuff. Who just subbed? Who was that? Prince 10B, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. Right, so yeah, let's try this. Does anybody see any obvious flaws with this before I take it? We can carry all that, can't we? And then we've got a 15-mile flight to get it, then a 43, and then a 71. Which is nothing, really. Track the flight. I haven't started it yet. Check the runway once before you go. We'll be fine. To be honest, KSIG is going to be fine. M85, don't know. M30 to KSIG. Okay, well the good thing is 4Flight knows about all of them. Doesn't know about Cave-In, but it does know about these. So hopefully... no diagram for M30. Just got that one. That one's even got an R now. $5,000 feet. 4,500 feet, so they're fine. I think we'll be good. Jet fuel station at M30. Hang on, let me take that job. I need to relocate this. Meh. Right, I'll draw the winner in a second. We're giving away 1 month key to, on a... Yeah, I'm Ibanez. I've not started yet. If you start off on the runway with the engine running, Honor's not going to like that. So, since there's no way to spawn cold and dark at this airfield, I'm just doing this. Right. Let's draw the winner. Let's draw the winner. I have 200 entries, and the winner is Charlie Hadfeld. Charlie Hadfeld is the winner. I'll paste your name there. Right, Charlie. Congratulations, sir. You've won a 1-month key to Honor, courtesy of the Honor devs. What you need to do, Charlie, is whisper one of the mods. That could be Trucker J or Mad South African. Just whisper one of the mods, and then they'll get the key to you. If you don't whisper the mods, then we'll have to give the key to somebody else. So do bear that in mind. Congratulations. Puppies! 4 years? Really, pups? 4 years, mate? You what? How? How? Thank you, pups. Kevin JG, thank you, 32 months. Butler Hives. That's a name I've not seen for a while, Mr. Butler Hives. Been lurking for the last few weeks, loving the Flight Sim streams, tutorials, videos on YouTube. Been waiting for Flight Sim on 3080 card. Gonna build a PC for the sim. Any planning to fly jets as well? Plans to fly jets when the jets are working well is the answer to that one. But yes, absolutely. Right, I need to... We can't refuel here, can we? But we need to go to... I think we've got enough fuel at the moment. Let's see. Still finding my way around this thing. Aircraft. Cessna 208 Caravan. Let's go to... Flight plan. So we can refuel it. I think we should probably refuel it. I don't want to end up with any difficulties later. So we got like 70% fuel. Fuel weight is 1,300 pounds. Useful load 2,300. Now, what was the job we had? Payload 190. So if we have 50% fuel, we'll have 1,000 pounds of fuel, 190 pounds of us, which means the total payload will be 1,200. What's this telling me? Maximum payload crew plus passenger cargo weight. Why does that say 190? What does that mean? They fixed the autopilot longitude, but the consumption is still wrong. Yeah. Oh, that's me. Oh, I see. So that's the payload, which considers passengers and crew, but no fuel. That's our gross weight. So we've still got 2,300 pounds of gross weight available there, which is why it says useful load here, I guess. Does that equate to that? Needs to be below both gross and payload. I find these numbers a little bit confusing at the moment. It does say here as well, packs 014, which means with the crew, we've still got 14 packs. It's not counting me in this at the moment. You can carry 3,000 pounds more of payload, but only 2,500 of gross. doesn't offer you any hints when you hover over them apart from that. World. So we're going to need to carry 1,600 plus 700. So it's about 2,300 pounds in weight in total when we get to M30. That's what we're going to need. So does that mean, because I've got 2,500 useful load, does that mean that I'll have enough payload space here? Because that's what's left, I assume. Because I can see that it's close, but this is slightly confusing to me. You'd be 200 pounds below the gross if maths works out okay. Okay. I mean, I'm going to burn some fuel on the way down, but it's only 14 nautical, so... Oh, here you go. Here's a breakdown of passengers. Pilot, co-pilot, then passenger 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's weird. Why does this show 10? But it says 14 packs up here. This is so bizarre. Something's not right here. Your balance sheet is not right. Yeah, I agree with you. It's almost like it's counting these spaces as packs, and that's not true. 14 seats is 14 packs. Yeah, but look. So it's going to put the passengers as cargo pods. Oh boy. Let's just go flying. Destination is M30, was it? Yep. Metropolis Moon. So Khan, apparently in the early days of On Air, they allowed the players to import aircraft into On Air unmoderated, which is why you've got duplicates of some planes that are wrong, and they're changing that now, so they're making it so they have to be moderated, and they'll be fixing up the planes soon so that you'll only end up with one in Microsoft Flight Sim for the Caravan, and it'll be the correct one. You're currently doing 400 nautical miles in a 172. Oof. Autopilot much? Right. Passengers okay, cargo okay, all good. Go to flight tracking. M30. Okay, we won't be doing any procedures, so it's going to be direct. M30 is a north-south runway, so yeah, it should be straight in. Pretty much.
System test. Okay.
15 nautical. Blimey, what altitude? Say 3,000.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Yeah, why is my radio
Your
stack
flight
not
will be
working?
monitored until you land and shut down
Marky
the
Mark, thank you for
engines.
17 months. You are welcome. Thank you for the support. This is a SciTech radio panel, but for some reason it's just decided not to work. I might try restarting this SPAD thing. Let's exit SPAD. You're currently ferrying a DA-40 from Brazil to South Africa via Greenland 12 what? 1,000 miles. One in. Oh, there you go. Now the radio panels are working. You see that? So you can literally change the radios here. And it changes them in the sim there. Probably can't see it, but if I flick back to that one, I can change them with this dial. So they come there, flick them over, like that. And then if I want to, you can do the nav as well, on the left. It's kind of cool. Put that back on normal. Fans on for a bit of comfort. Get the local pressure, we're being tracked. Let's see. Alright, we'll take off out of 3.6 then. Take off out of 3.6 and we'll land on 3.6, I think. Probably the best way of doing this. Is an air program flight plan in? What does that mean? 12,000 miles in the DA-40. I take it you're hand flying it all the way, no autopilot, yeah? The refresh rates on those screens. Yeah, the camera kind of causes a flicker on them. That's interesting. Because the camera's only running at 30 FPS, so it shouldn't do that. Try and grab all the tarmac we can. Okay, flap set. Trim set. Barrow checked. What else have we got? Okay, north takeoff, right turn, then we'll go on nav mode 3000. Alright. Power set. I use the Thrustmaster TPR pedals.
Airborne time logged.
Right, flaps are up. That runway is just about long enough for the caravan with the fuel we have, but I mean, if you loaded it with passengers and fuel, I think you'd struggle. Oh, as if. 1,000 feet AGL? I'm at 1,700 feet. The airport was about 500-600 and I've turned off my landing lights and been penalised. What a scumbag. That's utter nonsense. You get that on most flights. There's a bug with landing lights in the new on-air patch. Right, okay. So basically it's reckoners for reputation even though we've done nothing wrong. Good to know. Oh, for turbos it's got to be below 11,000. Oh man. So turbojets. Interesting. Okay. So basically leave them on in the caravan. It's what we're saying here. Is your radio panel working properly? Mine's changing the active now and not the standby. Right, it seems to be working okay. 121.850 is what I've got in here. And I can change it to say 122 and then flick it. It seems to work fine. On it rates your flying skills. Yes, it does. That's one of the big differences between it and FS Economy, is it doesn't just track your flights, but it kind of tracks what you do in your flight. Like if you put the plane into a stall during a flight, you'll get heavily penalised for your reputation. And it monitors comfort as well, so I assume that means, I don't know, if you do like really hard banking turns and stuff, you're going to get penalised. Would you not like to use some ATC? I'll use ATC when I think I'm comfortable with the fact the aircraft will do what I want it to do, if you see what I mean. I don't want to be ATC having to deal with navigation avionics that won't let me get like a direct track to the next waypoint. Like if I have a flight plan full of steps and then the ATC says go direct whatever, with some of them it can be a bit tricky or impossible. And sometimes it does weird stuff. You think the weather's broken in this flight? Interesting. Let me double check it's on live. Live weather. Broken clouds.
Time in the simulator went backwards.
No tracking in prep. Are you serious? Aborted. The time simulator went backwards. Cool. Well, I guess we're doing that flight again. Literally changed the weather and apparently time went backwards. Go figure that. Let's bounce it in case that was what caused the lack of weather. May as well have live weather then. So yeah, it's also a lot more sensitive than FSE is. You didn't need to restart. Well, it said it wasn't tracking anymore, so... It said time had gone backwards and it aborted the flight, so I assumed we had to go back to the airport to do it. You just press start tracking. Okay. Well, I just learned something. You're not convinced if fixed live weather after 2 or 3 flights and no restart, the weather goes back to vanilla clear skies. It was working fine for me. This is the first time I've seen it go a bit weird, but then again, weird stuff seems to be happening today. You have to use live weather for on air. What, including live time? If you check weather, it always does that. But if you press start tracking, as long as you're in the same area, it can resume tracking. Okay, well, at least I know that now. Why does changing the weather cause a change of time, though? Oh, yeah, Ibanez, that's true. Yeah, you can change the time offset in the settings, I think. So if you want to fly like 6 hours, so you can fly in daylight in Europe, say, you can change the offset. So it's frustrating that you can't spawn anywhere but the runway. Might pause the sim for a second when changing the weather and break what an hour is expecting. Check out self-loading cargo or Pack X. They really add immersion to On Air. Wait, what's self-loading cargo? Is that an add-on? When you change the weather, the game pauses, and that's what does it. So how can you work around that? That's the question.
On air couldn't start tracking automatically. Ensure all conditions are checked.
Well, just to note that I'm still on live weather, and it's still clear blue skies here. So I'm kind of thinking that we was on live weather in the first place. Self-loading cargo is a paid add-on that adds passengers and cargo management. Right. Oh, I know what you mean. It's like the, yeah. Right, how do I restart this? Because it says... Pause the sim. Do I just abort it, or do I just fly, or what? How do you get this thing to continue? Press position aircraft in sim. But that would be wonderful if I was not on the ground. Then hit Y. Oh, you want me to slow up now? So what elevation am I supposed to be at now? The aircraft will stay in slew mode after moving. Be sure to exit slew mode when the scenery is fully loaded. I have no idea what altitude it was at. I think we'd almost hit 3,000, hadn't we? Needs to be within 4 nautical miles and 1,000 feet to the point where you exited. Well, I just did click position, didn't I? Is it tracking now? It's not tracking.
Flight is resumed in on air.
Okay. We'll take it, I guess. Right, 3,000 feet. Nav mode. Kind of works. Right, well, it's tracking it, so I guess it's working. Baritone, thank you for 50 months. It can be fine. Yeah, the thing is, right, imagine if you're a new player and you're playing this and you don't have the benefit of chat going, oh yeah, to fix that, just do this. You're going to get so frustrated. There's the airfield. Right, let's descend. Well, on Earth it's a 7-day free trial, so that's one way in. Yeah, the Discord community, that's true. You can always jump in the Discord server and get help. Your seed is going to be broken when you use the same save in Stormworks that you had in previous one update. That's fine. No big deal. Did you get your PPL changed the way you flew in Sims? What? I don't understand the question. The UI is better than FSC for sure, but you know, FSC is like 10 years old. Majestic is working on the Dash 8. Yeah, that'll be I can't wait for that. That'll be fantastic. I wonder how long it's going to take though, because that can't come soon enough. Any news about quality wings products? Not heard much on that front. I've not officially switched to on air at all, no. No, I'm still very much evaluating this. Yeah, but Zim Phoenix, you know, you've got to play the long game on this one. Like, Microsoft Flight Sim is a brand new platform. You give it 12 months, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. Yeah, you get the PMDG at some point next year. That'll be nice. Right, let's go and get these passengers, eh?
Final runway 36.
Any new airplane purchase on the Rise of Fire Squirrel? In FSE? At the moment, I think we don't have the funds for another one yet.
Weed 40 at 5 knots.
If he's going to get one, probably get another East Coast one, I think.
100.
500.
MB guy, nice one.
Landing time logged. Landed at Mike 30, Metropolis Man.
Taxiways here. Yeah, we've landed on the moon. That low gravity bounce. Let's go here and grab some fuel.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in on-air company.
Okay, right. Now we can finally get paid. So where do we go? Pending jobs, is it? Pending jobs. So we're going to load all of these guys and then head off to K-Sick and then M85 is the plan. So we're going to go there, drop some off, and then go here. Is someone starting a mod for the 747? That's going to a lot of work. Yeah, did you know, Digital, that all of the landing challenges scoreboards got reset on the patch? Not really sure why they did that. Live operations. Prepare for next flight. So let's see how this works then. So if we click on that, that payload goes up to 1800 of 3200. Then we add that on top. So it's loaded the cargo pods. So is that within limits then? 2,500 out of 3,200? Oh, as if there's no fuel. There's literally no fuel here, even though there's like a fuel station. What's your thoughts on the new patch? I made a video on that. The gross weight is the one that is close. This one. So that literally just fits within. So if I'd have had like another £100 worth of fuel on board, I would not have been able to take off. That's interesting. But that looks okay. So confirm and go fly. 2.5 minutes to load the cargo. Destination is initially K-Sick. It will go red if you're overweight. And then what happens? Will it not let you fly? Because can you, like, unload fuel? You can. Okay, that's all right. But only if there's an FBO, presumably. You can unload fuel or leave some cargo and split it. That's true. You can come back and get the rest. See, this is something that FSE doesn't do. Is like spend time loading stuff. Wait, so if you unload fuel, you actually lose it? Like they put it down the bin? There's no refund? They just take your fuel and keep it. What a bunch of scumbags. They say thank you. Never fill up on fuel. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they've almost finished putting the suitcases in the back. So we're at M30 and we're going to Kasich. Right, go to flight tracking.
Welcome to the nut.
Using 4Flight on the iPad. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll here, I think. Steve 30B, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome. Right, let's go flight plan. We're not in KSIC, we're going to KSIC.
TOS system test. Okay.
We're an M30. KS. I would love to have one of these like little dials to do this. Like just here. It'd be so cool. You didn't not track it. Wait, what? You didn't start tracking. Oh god. Turn off the avionics. Click start tracking. And turn the avionics back on. Hopefully. Yay! Kept the flight plan. And then, procedure, there should be an RNAV approach we can take. To runway 21. Just load that.
TOS system test. Okay.
Okay. It starts automatically. You start tracking while the sim is loading. Right, okay. There's a single knob you can get called a knobster without buying a whole bezel. Yeah, but what can it attach to? And how would you map it to something in the sim? You need to have the engine shut down when you start flight tracking at least on the Cumulus world. Well, I'm on Thunder. I don't know what you have to do on Thunder. So I Beffy, you only have to be between 2,200 and 6,000 when you come in. Cool. We'll go for like 3,500 then, coming in. We'll go 6K on the right. That. USB is you click a knob, it focuses on it. But if I, like, how would it know to spin this one? Or these two here? The outer and the... How would it know to spin that and not the outer or in of these ones? Do I just have to put my mouse on it and then use it? Is that how it works? €90 for the knobster, that's a lot.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Cool. It has an inner and outer and a push button in the middle. Doesn't look like it's ready for Microsoft Flight Sim yet. That's a shame. Trucker J, thank you. Did that guy get the key, by the way, mods? The on-air key. He did. Cool, thank you. The MFD Garmin 3000, you have to click on the MFD button at the bottom. You know that down here there's like a PFD, MFD. Click on MFD and then use the range wheel right next to it. Wait, is this a backtrack runway? Sure looks like it. You have the real sim gear G1000 bezels. Lucky you. How well is it working for you in Microsoft Flight Sim? Because they're pretty expensive, aren't they, those panels? They're like $1,000 each or something. I think Virtual Fly make them as well. You just got the beta driver for to test. Gotcha. Got a crosswind takeoff going on. Right, let's see. Trim, set, flaps are set. Lights are all good. We're going to be going into nav mode, V-speed. 800 feet should do it. Climbing right turn, pick up the nav. Why does the sound so low? I don't know. The planes aren't loud when they're idling, if that's what you mean. Thank you, Floating Fatman. Okay, prop mixture fully forward. Power's now set.
Airborne time logged.
Yes, I'm using track IR. So might as well do a left turn. Laps are up. see if we can pick up this nav line. No, you can't yet, 40. It doesn't show passengers and cargo, unfortunately. Would be good. Delbo, welcome back. Also, I wish they'd display the tail number on here like they do in FSE. Does it show snakes? No. It's really, Rob, thank you for 41 months. I mean, the thing is, if FSE's done it, it can't be that hard, so why don't On Air do it? Okay. So we're taking the RNAV, which means we want to come in here at IBEFI. But it's quite, if you look at IBEFI, it says between 2200 and 6000, so you can come in at any of those. So I think we'll go in at 3.5 into IBEFI, then descend down to 2000 at Ikanu. That will be the plan. And then, so in order to get on air, because we want to carry on after this and go on another flight, I take it we have to like go through full engine shutdown, and then it tracks the flight, and then we start the flight again, which will load the next lot of passengers. Yeah, Cessnas mostly don't have retractable gear. Not yet, Moon Guppy. I'm going to leave the landing light on because I assume it's behaving like the jets do. The passengers get nervous loading and unloading with the prop spinning. Fair enough. I'd give them a discount though, you know, if they did. If I could just open the door and they just jump out with the bags, I'd give them a discount for that. 10% off the ticket price. It's not new, it's really, Rob. It's just that I've physically mounted it on top of my honeycomb. That's true, we're not carrying passengers anyway, so we're carrying food. We could just kick the boxes out the back. It does show a little bit of flicker though, Rob, if you look at it. Camera flickers a little bit, which is kind of curious. Not really sure why it does that, but hey. How do you get altitude mode to work? It won't climb or descend for me if I select it. Have you watched my autopilot basics video? If you haven't, I strongly suggest you watch that first. If you have, tell me what plane you're trying. So what are the top row config and bottom config on the comms panel? Okay, so basically it's the same on both of them. So what you can do, on this dial here, you can set COM1, COM2, NAV1, NAV2, ADF, DME, transponder. So you select what you want it to change, in which case COM1. If I put it onto COM2, the frequency changes because it now picks up whatever is on the screen here on COM2, which for me says 124.85 in both fields. So if I change this one to 120 decimal, I don't know, 60, whatever, put that in. It flicks it over here. I can put it back to COM1 if I want to change COM1. So I have this set to COM1 and this set to NAV1, mostly is what I'll do. But if I need to change frequencies, I can just do it here. If that makes sense. You're back in 30 minutes, alright. I'll be interested to see what you think when you come back. What's so special about PMDG? Why do simulator games have to depend on so many mods? Okay, what's special about PMDG is they're considered to make thorough implementations of aircraft. So all the buttons and switches and dials work and all the avionics work, and they produce a good manual to go with it. That's what's special about them. So they're kind of like they're kind of considered like a benchmark, if you like. I don't know about that, Zephy. Frol's World, welcome back. Case Coda, welcome back. Is there a way to have a friend of mine fly for a company in On Air, or is it AI only? I know that if you're in Thunder World, there's no AI allowed in Thunder. So if you're playing the Thunder server, which is what I'm on, it's hardcore. And you can create virtual airlines and your friends can fly for them. That's a quaint little village down there, isn't it? It's like one road in, one road out. About 60 houses. Exclusive, but everybody knows everybody down there. It really is Rob Frol's World. Thank you, welcome back. Was this setup built over time? This rig, I mean, I've had various bits of equipment over the years, right? But they've been attached to a desk. This rig was built in February, I think. In fact, there's a Twitch VOD where you can see me actually assembling the rig. And then the next day I kind of attach more stuff to it. So after Christmas, I bought this monitor, and I had this rig, and I bought some other bits and pieces and then assembled it all. Your liveries are lost. Mine are working fine. Big Daddy. Have a look in your content folder. Yes, you can, Honcho, but with FSE it sets the tail number to the aircraft that you're flying. Honor doesn't do that yet, which is why it's on the default. February 16. Such a long time ago. That was before the whole Corona thing, right? All in one, Moon Guppy. I used to have two. I went to single PC a while back. Can't wait for the honeycomb throttle quadrant. I've put my order in, but I'm just gonna sit back and wait, like, you know. That's back when people denied COVID existed at all. Yep. The conspiracy theorists. The racer, thank you, 4 months. Some still do. Yeah. That's very true. I mean, some people deny Father Christmas exists. I just find that outrageous. That's true, Venrith. Hello, Terminator. He gave you a monitor. Hey, you didn't give me this monitor. I bought this monitor. It cost me 800 quid. I had to wait about 3 weeks for this monitor. He's here. As if you've got that, Mr. Chippy. What drive are you using for the radio panel? A tool called spad.next. Which sounds like a stupid name. But it stands for something like Simulation Panel Advanced Drivers Next Generation. Well, I thought this used to stand for SciTech Panel Advanced Drivers, but I think they've changed it to Simulation. I'm sure that used to stand for SciTech. SciTech Panel Advanced Driver was the original name. But now it's called Simulation Panel Advanced Drivers Next Generation. Signal passed at danger, yeah. So it basically picks up on a whole bunch of stuff. So it picks up on this. And then you can click individual dials and tell it that when you turn something, what it should do. It's, I don't know, it wants to try and control my alpha controls and everything. But I don't use it for that. But you could have it pick up on any of your controls and map things. Specific things. Yeah, probably Teo. And also they probably want to get away from just SciTech because, as you just saw, they support more than just SciTech panels now. Okay, there's no way that's going in down there. What the heck kind of a glide slope's that? We're on profile. But if that's where we're meant to be landing, that's a crazy profile. What the heck? How can that be right? We're gliding all the way in. The trim on the multiplan is pretty good. I'm looking forward to the trim wheel on the honeycomb throttle. Yeah, that's a pretty steep glide slope.
Welcome back.
The Racer, welcome back. Mr. Watchtower, how are you doing? 37 months. Thank you for your support, sir.
Mile final runway 21.
Weed 50 at 6 knots.
$500.
100.
Sites that used to make a standalone Cessna branded trim that sites Logitech dropped. Huh. Maybe they couldn't get the license or something.
Welcome back, Mata.
Landing time logged. Landed at Kilo Sierra India Kilo, Sykeston Mimoma.
That diagram's slightly wrong. I went past that way before it showed me going past it on here. We're down. What's out of stock, Mr. Chippy? Oh, the Cessna trim will. Well, if they don't make it anymore, it'll never be in stock, will it? Be getting weird glitches on the game. Avionics turn off. Is it more to do with your input controls, maybe? Honeycomb yoke has an electric trim on the left handle. What do you mean an electric trim? The honeycomb yoke has a split button that you can hold for trim, but it doesn't give you any force feedback, so it's not electric. It's literally just mapped to trim up, trim down. There's a green TBM here. Not sure I'd ever buy a green TBM.
Engine off time logged. End of flight, registered in on-air company.
Alright, maybe we get paid now. Reputation change 0.09%. Oof. Why does it never show me my money anywhere? Like, would it hurt to just show me what my total balance was? Dashboard. 4.3k current cash. Oh, I don't get paid until the end, do I? I have to do the second part of the flight and then get paid. Where are flying the glute fry? I actually don't know. I was thinking of going somewhere, somewhere different, but we'd have to set the time. Yeah, we could use live weather, but we'd have to set the time. Otherwise, we're going to be restricted to North South America all the time, and I don't really want that. Company value minus 5k. Not good. Not good at all. All that chat ride nonsense. Aircraft renting 27 grand. Wait, I thought I got the bond back for one of these. There you go. We got the bond back for that. But that's still tied up. If you check the job, it should show delivered in one leg of it. Let's have a look. Delivered. So I guess the thing to do now is to try and find somewhere from here in K6, is it? Yeah. There may be something to M85, or there may be something we can deliver onward from M85. Try and get paid more. Let's go K6. 5. Well, there's nothing specifically going to M85. You aren't going to fit much. That's true. See, how much... Oh, yeah, we still have the... Yeah, we still have the big one on board, don't we? Yeah, all right. We'll just go straight down to M85 then. Let's do that.